Hi, it is Wednesday, September 13th. Last Monday I had my third biopsy. Went by considerably better than before. I'm going to try to be speaking up. I was told by somebody that I'm not quite loud enough and I break out or the volume cuts out. So, sorry if that happens. I will try to speak up and do better. Um, Tuesday, I got prayed over, church meeting of the leaders, and they all prayed over me. Um, that was really, really, yeah. I don't know what I'd do if I didn't have them uh, going through this. Um, let's see. No, today's Wednesday, so today I did my class, my chemo class. So I got to learn all about all the symptoms, all the things that can happen, sores in the mouth, dry skin, brittle nails, losing my hair, of course, stuff coming out the bottom end and the top end without wanting it to. Um, Hydration, making sure I've got enough liquid so I don't get dehydrated, which can cause a whole slew of problems. Um, let's see. Memory. Okay, memory. That's going to be something that I'm going to have a hard time dealing with. Probably short term. I've been feeling very crazy headed lately, kind of out in the clouds, not really knowing what's going on. But I trust in God that He's moving things along the way they're supposed to be. So that's all been okay. So I got some prescriptions for the stent that's getting put in on Friday, some cream that they'll have me put on in the morning before I go in, so that by the time I get there, the whole area is numb, so that them poking the needle into it. I'll show you what it looks like or describe it later because I'm not sure. The gal said it was completely supposed to be under the skin mostly, so I'm kind of curious to see how that goes. Emotionally, I've been kind of, yeah, kind of not so good, but good. I've been kind of in this holding pattern, and you know how when you've got something exciting going on, like 2 summers ago when I went on my trip to Europe, or when you've got a big something going on and you're excited about it, but you gotta wait. You're in that. My trip to Europe, for example, I had my ticket 10 months in advance, so I took time looking for things that I wanted to do, and then I kind of slowly booked a little bit, and then took a hiatus and didn't do much on it, and then kind of got into it again, and then like it was a month out, and I was making sure all my T's were crossed and all my I's were dotted, and that I had everything I needed. And so a week before, then you're kind of getting everything into place and getting everything, and you're excited and scared and just all these emotions going on. And then when the day finally comes the night before, you can't sleep. You can't think of much of anything else but what's going to happen the next day. And that's kind of where I've been in part of the day today. Um, let's see, back in the beginning of August, my best friend and I got into a pretty horrific ordeal. Needless to say, 90% of it, yeah, I guess I can own pretty much all the fault of it. I was an idiot, got drunk, did something, said something, created a total spectacle out of myself. So we have not talked since. So I have been thinking, she's always been my rock when I've had really hard times. And so I've been thinking about what it would be like if I had her to talk to. But it's not going to be right now, so that's okay. We have not spoken to each other. Matter of fact, we've kind of just went on as if neither one of us really existed for the other. No more than about a week and a half before this incident is when I found out I had cancer. So, yeah. So I've been thinking a lot about that today, and it's kind of put me in a bad, depressed kind of frame of mind with the anxiety for tomorrow. And I just keep, oh, it's so hard to do, but I just keep trying to give it to God and not pick it back up again. And when those feelings start back up again, and it's that emotional fight. Do I let my emotions take over and carry me away, or do I reason with my brain and trust with my heart that it's all going to be okay in the end? So that battle's been going on pretty much all day. I am a bit anxious about tomorrow. I go in for blood draw. I've got to be there at the hospital at 10. Then I've got my schedule right here. So I am in, can't see without my glasses, so we're going to go this route. So I am for blood draw at 10 o'clock. At 10:30, I have another visit for something. I don't know. It's another appointment. And then at 12:30, I get to start treatment, which is going to take 4 hours. Well, get that glare off my face. I will have Wi-Fi, and they'll have TV. So I'm got my tablet charging now, and I'm gonna take that with me so I can Netflix. Good movies, hopefully. Let's see what else is going on. Besides the fact that I can't sleep. It's 10:20 in the evening, and I can't seem to shut my brain off at all. So, I guess I really don't have a whole lot more to say. I just wanted to kind of express how my day went today, and talk a little bit about how, this waiting, God teaches us patience. We in our carnal nature, we are not patient people. We want everything now, and we want, especially in this day and age, we want it done. We want it fast. We want it instantaneously. We want it done yesterday. And so, back in February, of course you don't know, sorry, I didn't mean to say that. That's kind of rude. But back in February, actually, back in November last year, I had an accident at work, and I had knee surgery in February, for those of you that don't know. So I spent a month in bed and not being able to put any weight on my feet, on my leg, and then a month with crutches, putting a little bit of weight, and then finally got rid of the crutches in a brace, really cool brace at that. But that whole process, I'm not even off of restricted duties yet from having that. And then I'm having this happen. So, I don't know if that's a blessing or if it's going to be a curse in the long run. But I've been doing a lot of waiting. I've been doing a lot of kicking back and not doing things in a lot of ways. And yet also at the same time, this year I bought a motorcycle, a 1991 Kawasaki Voyager full dress style of bike. Never rode a motorcycle before in my life. So, there are, and I remember when I was waiting for classes to be able to, because I bought the bike and then I got classes and then I got a license. And so I've been on it a few times, haven't had a whole lot of time to be able to spend on it. But it's that taking each step at a time and letting things flow in God's time. And learning how to, back to the subject at hand, learning how to not have to have it all right now. That as long as we're taking one step towards the ultimate goal, which for me is eternity with Jesus, that's all we can do for now, and we need to be satisfied with that. I know it's hard, and it's really the hardest, I think, lesson God ever teaches us. And it builds faith, it builds trust, because you don't know for sure about tomorrow. You don't know for sure how things are going to happen, but you just know that they're going to be, as long as I keep putting one foot in front of the other and moving forward and trusting in God, it's going to be all okay. It's not as easy as it sounds, believe me. But sorry, I got a little preachy. I didn't mean to. I'm going to let it go at that. So thanks a lot. I will have had a treatment next time I see you, and possibly have had my stent put in. So we can talk. I can fill you into how that went and how that felt. So have a good couple of days. May God bless every one of you. Bye. Okay, shut this off. Bye.